Hello, everybody, and welcome to this episode of Reality Is. So, today, me and my partner went around to do a couple of meetings today. And in one of our meetings, we stopped over in the 29th Ward to address what project we would like to work on for this building that is available. And we were in the 29th Ward with Alderman Deborah Graham. And first of all, I want to say her office is very cold. There is no customer service skills whatsoever. I don't even know how they know it's ward night, first of all. I guess they just miraculously figured out. And as I sit there and I watch people, and me and my partner sitting there, we're watching people go in and go out. The meeting lasts about 5 minutes, tops. And so we're the last to go in. Now her time frame is from 5 to 7. What I don't like about it is when you call to set up an appointment to meet with the alderman, you are immediately informed that you would need to send an email to set up the schedule. And so I did eventually set up the schedule with an email. But I said in the email, what's the purpose of emailing when you have a schedule book in front of you and you can let the person know if the alderman is available? But she tells me that her schedule is so way out in advance and that it would be best if we came and talked to her on ward night. Well, here's the first dilemma. You are an alderman for the community, which means you are the employee and the community are your employers. They don't work for you, you work for them. So if there's a need, then it is your job to make sure that you make your schedule free and clear to deal with issues or concerns or potential opportunities for your ward. So he gets up and we go in. And we sit down. And my partner gave her a thing about voter registration. She goes, that's good. And we don't have no extra registration cards. And she said, well, so my partner said, well, here, you can put this flyer up. We're doing it over here to register voters. We want to get as many people registered as possible. So she looked at it, she folded it up, and she passed it back. Secondly, when I got through talking about the proposal, she immediately says to me that there's 7 to 8 people ahead. And did you go this route? Well, first of all, the first route is to go through the alderman because that's within your ward. That's the first route. Now, if there's another chain of command, I get that. But for you to sit there to be so freaking damn it impersonal and thinking like you queen bee and you are not, that is not, you're not even in a position to even pretend to fool people that you care. You don't give a damn about nobody in that ward. You don't give a damn about what's going on in your ward. You're just there to collect a check, pretty much. And these type of individuals need not to hold a seat. You are already on everybody's list, Alderman Deborah Graham. And everybody I talk to has the same response. You are cold. That is why you walk around your office with gym shoes, because you probably know your ass gonna need to run if somebody get behind you some form of fashion. People, let me say this. If you live in a community, a ward, and your alderman is jacked up like Deborah Graham is, then I say to you, evict their asses out of the seat. They do not need to hold a seat if they cannot serve the people. When they take oath of office, their oath of office is to serve the people, not serve themselves. It's not your agenda. It's what's best for the community. That's why some of these neighborhoods look like they look, because y'all sit on y'all asses collecting these checks and you don't serve the people. You serve yourself. You don't even act like you're concerned. You are so freaking cold-hearted and so impersonable. It is ridiculous. So just know this, Miss Graham. You will be on call out on blast because I am going to write an article about this little incident in this situation. And I'm going to make it explicitly clear that people need to step into the plate and make sure that next year when they re-elect an alderman, that your seat is not the one, your honey don't sit in that seat, period. Not at all. And so more people, whether you in whatever state it may be, if you feel like there is an injustice with your elected official, you have an obligated right to make your voices heard, because you are a registered voter. They take your tax money and everything else, and you should use your voice. You should exercise your voice. When you own a house, they take your tax money. When you renting, they're taking your tax money. When you work a job, they take their tax money. So make their asses work for it. Don't just sit on your hiney and let stuff go fly by night, because there's enough of that. Now, my next step is I'm going to write this article. I went to the other alderman's ward and I told them, and they tried to talk me down, and I told them no. Because common courtesy, professionalism, and at least pretending that you care, or fool me that you think that you care. Don't act cold-hearted. Don't act like I am non-existing and my voice doesn't matter. It don't need to be heard, because it's going to be heard one way or another. So Alderman Deborah Graham, this is your call out. And then anybody in the city official get this video, that's fine by me. I don't care. Y'all getting all these checks and our communities look like crap. And I am sick and tired of it. I asked for information about 2 buildings within the community so we can provide some services and get this community up and running. And she act like she could care less if it crumbled or whatever it may be. And that's not the way to be when you take an oath of office to serve people. And I say this again, serving is a lowly job. So if you can't do your job, you don't need to collect a check. You need to carry your ass straight to jail like in Monopoly. You don't get no pass. Ain't none of that. You can't buy no house, and you just stuck. Lock them up, throw them out, throw away the key, or boot their asses out of their seat. Bottom line, enough is enough. And anybody that lives in any state, that lives in any community, and your community like crap, and you have an alderman not doing their job, it is your responsibility as a registered voter to make your voices heard. And I'm making mine heard. You need to try some.